Okay, so this video is the second in a series on functions. So in the first video, we defined what a relation is and what a function is. And then in this video, we're going to kind of give it some physical representation. And then in consequent videos, I will explain how to actually use it in everyday life as far as graphing, and perhaps in everyday life just in general. Who knows? Let's see. So just as a quick reminder, the relation is a correspondence between two sets, a set A called the domain and a set B called the range, such that for each element in the domain, there exists at least one element in the range. So each input you have has at least one output. In a function, each input has exactly one output. So I'm going to give you a scenario which one is a relation and not a function, and the other one is a function. All functions are relations, not all relations are functions. So here's just a little set that I came up with. I have a set of businesses in town, and I have a set of homes in town. And the question is, does this set up a relation or a function? To answer that, we have to ask ourselves a question. As a business, is it possible for me to contact more than one home? So if we consider the businesses as our domains, this is our domain, our X value, then our range would be our Y value, or we'll take that look once we get into the Cartesian coordinate plane. So a business here, for example, contacts a home over here, and so we kind of create this connection between them. My question to you is it possible in real life, is it possible for a business to connect to more than one home? In other words, is it possible for a business to have more than one customer? And by now you're probably like, well, I certainly hope so. Because if not, that's either a very rich customer or that business is going out of business. So this is a relation. Each business has at least, in this set, as far as what we're considering, has at least one connection to a customer with a home. So now, what would a function look like? All right, now let's say that you have to, as a driver for that business, you have to go visit a home. So now we have driver, and this might be a location, like a start location, so your domain may be a start location. And then you would have all of the homes that the business wants to connect to. So this would be their homes. Okay, so some scenarios to think about. If there was a single driver and a single driver visited a single home, that seems reasonable. Now, all of these are taken to be the same time. So at the exact same moment, this driver just corresponds to exactly one customer. It is therefore possible that a second driver corresponds to the same customer. You could kind of think about this as say you have a delivery service and a person orders a very large order that they need delivered. It's going to take two drivers to go do that because it takes that much room. So two drivers take off, they both come to the same house and make the delivery. Yeah, all right, that's possible. It's weird, but it's possible. Another scenario is that you have several drivers, and each driver could possibly go to one home, and more than one driver, again, could go to the same home. That's fine, sure. The problem comes up when you attempt to take a driver and send them to two places at the same time. That's not going to work. Okay, that's the problem with functions, is it's a relation if they were to do this, sure, but they can't accomplish that because they can't be in two places at the same time. So we can't have that connection. This would be a function. Now, in the next video, I'm going to relate it to the Cartesian coordinate plane using examples similar to these.